Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
These farmers are not very happy with Donald Trump and his mass deportation, but what they must remember, many of them voted for Donald Trump. And Donald Trump was very open about mass deportations when he was on the campaign trail. So I don't know who they thought was going to be exempt from it. Maybe they thought they would be. Well, now they are making it very clear, the Trump administration, there are labor shortages and crops are being lost. Many are just sitting out there rotting. So this is going to cause the prices to skyrocket. And we're very close to this happening. Prices are already outrageous for food. I can't imagine it getting worse, but y'all, it's about to get worse up in here. So they're sending out the warning signal now to let everybody know what's coming. And these farmers, they're very upset because they have lost their crops, they've lost their workers, and China. Remember, China is boycotting agriculture in this country. So China, who they got a lot of revenue from, they're not getting that revenue now. So many of these farms are no longer in good shape. They are struggling. So let's get into this story.
Trump's deportation push is already driving up food prices. When Donald Trump returned to the White House, his first major domestic move wasn't just about immigration, it was about disruption. Within weeks, stepped up ICE raids and mass deportations began reshaping the nation's workforce, especially in agriculture, food processing, and hospitality. And now the consequences are showing up in every grocery aisle. A labor shortage made in Washington. Across the South and Midwest, farm owners are reporting missing crews and unharvested fields. Tens of thousands of seasonal workers who once filled America's food chain, from fruit pickers to meatpacking laborers, are gone. What remains is a gap that can't be closed overnight. Some farms have turned to local labor at triple the previous wage. Others are simply letting crops rot. Economists warn this kind of labor shock creates a ripple effect: fewer workers, less supply, and higher prices for basic goods. The U.S. Department of Agriculture estimates produce output could fall 10 to 15% by year's end, pushing grocery bills higher just as inflation had finally begun to cool. The cost of politics at the dinner table. Supporters of the deportation campaign argue that U.S. citizens should fill those jobs. But history tells another story. These are grueling, low-margin positions, the kind that sustain the backbone of America's food system precisely because migrant labor has filled them for decades. In North Carolina, tomato and pepper growers say they've tried hiring locally, only to see turnover exceed 80% within weeks. You can't build an entire food economy on short-term replacements, one farm co-op director said. People want cheap groceries, but they don't see who makes that possible. Food inflation and the political backfire. The irony? Rising prices are hitting the very voters who supported tough immigration enforcement. Analysts from Oxford Economics note that if mass removals continue through 2026, the average American family could spend an extra $700 to $1,000 a year on groceries and restaurant meals. Restaurants, hotels, and even construction sites are beginning to feel the same pinch, a cross-industry strain that could slow job growth and reignite broader inflation fears. Beyond the headlines, this isn't just an immigration story, it's an economic one. Every worker removed without a plan for replacement disrupts an entire supply chain. Deportation may win political points, but the hidden tax shows up on your receipt at the supermarket. The lesson is simple. You can't run a modern economy without immigrant labor. Not yet, and not at these prices.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine how worse this is going to get? First, you have the government shutdown, so you got all these people that are not working. You have Donald Trump doing mass firings of these employees. And I was reading a few weeks ago how credit card delinquency has gone up. Also, there is a record number of people that have defaulted on student loans. And on top of all of this going on in the country, now prices for food will go up. The job market is really bad. It's not good at all out here, and people are not finding work fast, like they would years ago. So, this on top of what's happening, I just don't know. I pray for the people out here because times are about to get even rougher. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it's actually getting worse. I mean, we all got to eat. Please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell and please share the video. Peace, family.